Whatever I say to you today is the truth. Me recall the best of my knowledge. Well, me say, there's a lot more I can say. Listen, I could lick out Pan Rodigan and say a whole heap of things, but that's not called for. I just want the youth them to get the facts and the truths of what's going on.
My name is Mandingo, Jamaican journalist, record producer of the Mandingo label, recording artist, sound system, and radio DJ. I'm here today to interview, to reason with my brethren of about 50 years, the man Castro Brown, another Jamaican, a man who has played an essential role in the promotion of Jamaican music in Britain, because he has lived in Britain for many, many years. And some of the things, just some, because a book has to be written by Castro Brown. Some of the things that he has done, he has been a sound system DJ, he has been a show promoter, promoting Jamaican music. He has also been a studio owner. He was a man who brought the computerized studio to Jamaica, New Name Music at Maxwell Avenue, halfway through St. Andrew, Jamaica. He was one of the pioneering record producers with regards to Lovers Rock, Group 15, 16, and 17, and other things, as well as his collaboration with his good friend, one of the kings, not Crown Prince, one of the kings of reggae music, Dennis Emmanuel Brown. That's Dead Music. Good evening, Castro Brown. It's a pleasure once more, and we are here to deal with certain burning issues that only we, as Jamaicans born and bred, can deal with.
Thank you.
I first want to say to you, before we go into the grain of the matter, so to speak, just explain to people how you brought the computerized studio to Jamaica at New Name Music and Maxwell Avenue.
Yeah, I bring the computer and set up the first computerized music studio in Jamaica with Noel Brownie and Derek Barnett. Also, while I had the studio was going on, I've lived in England for a long time, for years, and see the difficulty in people getting the artists them to come to England, because people just used to put artist name, say so and such artist coming, without the artist being confronted or being contact. And at the night when I go to the show, there's no artist. People just fight and them thing. So I start to teach. When I went to buy my desk, my very first desk to put in my office, Dan Henry was the lady who was selling at the furniture store. And she said, where I buy them desks for, sir? And I said, I'm going to open a studio, recording studio. She said, you know, sir, I would have liked to be in the record business, but I don't know nothing about it. I said, all right, come, and I will teach you. And so I said, so she done. She left her job and she come. And I teach her about artist management. I teach her about artists, the agency. I teach her about how to cooperate. Not only she, but also Sandy Green, Andy, we call her Andy Sandy Green, and Spliffy. Spliffy, Andy leave and went to Blue Mountain to continue the teaching that I gave her, and she also left. She went to Donovan Jeremy Penthouse, and she was operating from there and teach others. And Dan Henry went to Blue Mountain and so thing, and Spliffy did a bit in Jamaica, then she went to Miami. I was the first one that taught them about artist agency, how to manage artists, and how to contact and did all these things. It's a long story.
Yes.
I don't want to go into all that.
What I'm saying, Castro, is that I deliberately asked that question so that people could realize that your contribution to reggae music, the music of our homeland, Jamaica, is both in Britain and in Jamaica.
That's right.
And that was just a snippet. Now, straight to the heart of the matter. David Rodigan was falsely referred to by a news presenter as the godfather of reggae in the UK, in Britain. And his answer was he felt honored, when he should have said, no, I am not the godfather, I am not one of the godfathers of reggae music in the UK, and he should have mentioned the people who he knows are the godfathers, the Jamaicans who are the godfathers of reggae music in this country. And you are one such godfather. Lloyd Coxon of Sir Coxon Sound and label, etc., is another. Duke Vin, the first sound system man in 1955. Now, I want you to tell us about what you know regarding David Rodigan and the JBC radio DJ Barry Gordon.
All right, listen. When we had been bringing in 45 records from Jamaica, we call them pre-release. So the sound system, and then I was one of the main man. My brother, which is Jackie Brown, who died now, used to send up record to me. And Fat Man from family man from the Whalers. That time the Whalers no bus out yet and them thing there, and all them thing. So I used to have a lot of 45 where everybody used to come and buy the 45 from me. You remember Rita King at Stanford Hill and all them thing there? And her husband, them used to buy all 45 from me, and I used to distribute 45 to all the shops them and everything.
Marvelous.
Yeah. Rodigan come and buy 1 and 2 45 and thing. In followed we call John Dub Vendor and Chris Lane. John and Dub Vendor every week without fail always come and buy them record and all these kind of thing. Now, Rodigan is a very artificial person. Let me tell you this. Rodigan used the music, wrapped himself around the music, reggae music, to promote himself. Now, all the years I have been in the business, we all try to promote the artists and push the artists and try to establish the artists them from Jamaica and the one them that we create here and everything. Rodigan wasn't interested in that. He never do that. The sound system thing was like this. Like Coxon, he was the main sound. He become the top sound. After a while, he didn't just get there. It takes some time before he become the top, because you have the Duke Lee, the Sofranso, and you have the Duke Reed, and you have the...
But in the 1970s, sometime he became the top sound.
Yeah, he become the top sound. Once he reached them status where he become the top sound, when we bring in the pre-release, him get him own record and thing, and whatever record that we have, we sell and thing. Once him start to play the record, every sound that in England start to play the same record, because everybody want to play what Coxon play. You have other sound created. Remember, during them time, you have the Fanso Tropical Downbeat, the Count Shelley, you have the Duke Reed, you have the Duke Reed, you have Neville the Musical Enchanter. You have a whole range of sound. Sound that
Count Steve,
Sir Jesus, a whole heap of sound. Shaka was a follower of Neville Musical Enchanter, which Shaka is a big sound today. King Tubby's was a follower of Duke Reed, which is a big sound today, which named him sound after the original King Tubby's at Jamaica.
Yes.
So everybody was playing. So that's how the records start, the artists them start to make headway and things like that. We used to keep like outing, where coach load of us go from London to various parts of the country and mix up with the other people from the community, and we have a thing. Now, them time the Rodigan and them never about to be seen. Reggae established them time. When him come in now, there was a magazine called Black Echo. He was writing for Black Echo. Now the magazine name Echo. So through connection and thing, him get the job on the radio station to start to play some reggae music. Now when he start to play the music and thing, to be honest, without no partiality, him present him program much better than any one of the other DJs them that was playing on the radio. No if, no but. He's in presenting him program quite nicely and thing. No, but the people them like Steve Barnard and Tony Williams and Daddy Ernie and thing.
Daddy Ernie came much
later, longer, that's why I call him last. They wasn't competitive or good enough to give him competition, because all we know the sound thing, if a next sound out there and we go to play him, we give him competition, and the next sound give it competition. So after competition and boost the thing and all that. That wasn't coming to him, so he just have a runaway thing and all that. Now,
may I just interject and say that by the time Rodigan came on the scene in terms of Radio London, BBC, the same as Tony Williams was on that station with him, Steve Barnard had exited the scene. He had left.
Yes.
He had left.
Yes.
So this is important. Steve Barnard, who was the first to do a Sunday, a reggae show on the radio, Radio London, BBC, he started it. He's from Trinidad, incidentally. And he used to be one of Count Sucker's DJ at the Q Club by Parade Street in Paddington.
That's right.
By the time Rodigan came on the scene, he had left the radio world for various reasons.
That's right.
So it was Tony Williams at the same time with David Rodigan at the same station. And then later on, of course, David Rodigan went to Capital Radio.
Yes, he went to Capital Radio. And when he went to Capital Radio, he ducked reggae, he ditched reggae. Not Capital Radio, Kiss FM.
No, it was Capital Radio first,
Capital Radio
use,
first.
and then afterwards it was Kiss FM.
So he wasn't playing reggae anymore. He was playing soul. But Greg Edwards and them was national soul DJ. So he couldn't manage it. So he come back into reggae, because there was no competition for him in reggae in terms of the selector them who were playing on radio. See, now, this is where really him get the opportunity come to him, contact. If you're on the radio, you'll get a lot of contact. Contact come to him for a DJ to be played some music for the soldier them in Europe. He never gave one of the youth a chance. What he did, he taped the program himself and sent it on to Europe to the slot and play instead of giving a chance.
To other youths who were
other youths who were
DJs.
looking at opportunity. Papa Fraser has been amongst him for nearly 30 or 40 years. And Rodigan been to Jamaica no less than 50 times. Or might be just a little bit less.
More.
And he never one day
Carry.
give Papa Fraser and say, Papa Fraser, I'm going to Jamaica for 2 weeks. You go and play up on the station till I come. Him tape the program,
Pre-record.
Pre-record it, put it, get the people to put in a slot, and him gone and come back. Right. Him also, this is it, he never have the connection and the ties them that he's making out. He's this big DJ and he used to go around from the studio one time and this and that. My little friend, Gun Smoke, used to be a record collector and probably still is. Every time 45 and thing come, every 45 and disco and LP him get, him save them collective. Him have a huge collection of music. When Rodigan find out that, him befriend Gun Smoke and him start to borrow Gun Smoke music them every week. Not only him tape them, but him play them on the station and make out a few music them. Him have the music from them days there and all them thing there. Fooling the public. But you see, true we know what go on. At the same time, Chima do that and Gun Smoke do him a favor. He brought up an individual artist. I can't remember the name of the artist right now. And do a couple shows with him. Gun Smoke said to him, beg your show when you finish your thing. He promised Gun Smoke, yes. And then he send back the artist to Jamaica without giving Gunny the show. From that, Gunny not give him any more record. But him tape off a whole heap of them already. Now,
By the time Gun Smoke closed the gate, he had already benefited.
Benefit, because not only give back Gun Smoke the record, but him tape them off. Now, let me show you. I'm just trying to paint a picture and show you what kind of person this man is. Barry G was a whale Jamaica in a radio time. Barry G was the top rated beast jockey in Jamaica. What that and all them things and him sound and everything are go on. Him befriend Barry G come to England and Barry G boost up him station like how Barry G thing, Hat a Jamaican thing. Those things I draw listeners to him and all them thing there. And then when him supposed to do certain things for Barry G can take up the rest of the argument in Dutch Barry G and all these kind of things. Mikey Campbell, Dread at the Control, have a program called Dread at the Control of Jamaica where I mash up the whole of the place and thing. Him befriend Dread. Dread come to England, Dread give him the whole recipe and everything and dip on the station attack and all them things and things. Dread said to him, let me go and play two tunes for a couple of the weeks. Him tell Mikey Dread say, yeah, we do. You have to have license. You can't allow you to play, you have to have a license, you have to go take out a thing. Them things that I tell you, know, and Mikey Dread tell me them, because I couldn't know them things unless Mikey tell me. Mikey
I would like to corroborate
Mikey
what
went
you
to,
just said.
Mikey went to school, get all the things they need to get so he can play on the station. When Mikey get them and come to him and say, all right, I have all the things they say. He tell Mikey, I can't make you play this and that and that. So Rodigan is a user. He look for all the prominent people in the business and use them. I used to give him information about what's going on in the business. Because you know, say, me and Dennis Brown run one of the artist record company in England. It's me sent for Dennis. Me and Dennis Brown best man I'm wedding. Me and godfather for him kids. Me and Dennis Brown have one of the biggest relationships. We have run the whole place. He used to come, we give him information. EMI was doing a Peter Touch album. So EMI contact us and say they want us to distribute the Peter Touch album in the ethnic market. And in terms, they will distribute our music for us, which I thought was a great move. I really like that. Rodigan come and see me. I explained these things to him. And instead of him remember I say he was writing for Black Echo, he went and write an article. When he finished writing the article, he might call me and tell me, no, they're not bother with the deal.
Why was that? What did the article say that put EMI off their initial decision?
You know, I had copy of those articles saved, but by me moving back and forth to Jamaica,
but in a
America,
nutshell, because those people somewhere have copies of those magazines, but to the best of your recollection, what roughly did he write?
Well, whatever I'm right,
it was negative.
It was negative thing. That Penny Reel, you know, Penny Reel,
yes,
journalist.
The writer, yes. English
Snoopy. And what's his name? He's living Brighton. He's another journalist, man, good journalist, living Brighton. They all said to me, what Rodigan do is obscene. He should never do what him do. When I confront Rodigan, I say, why you do that? He say, I am your friend. I say, if you're my friend and something is wrong, you tell me, you call me, you don't go and write things about me and things about the company like that. And from that day till this day, I don't speak to him. I don't, and let me tell you something now. Rodigan is riding on the back of the music because he was a actor that couldn't make it in his surroundings.
That's true.
So he comes into reggae with this big hack and acting like he's this and acting like he's that. Now, let me show you another thing. Simple. Like I was saying, the little youth, John, dub vendor, him done more for reggae music than Rodigan.
And he has never made the claims.
And he never one day make like his thing. It's just an ordinary thing. Rodigan, I'm not telling no lies on you. I don't have no reason to tell no lies on you. You might not like the things that I'm saying,
but
it's the truth. You have to live with it. Because the youths them that grows up now, 20 and 30 years ago, or 35 years ago, when we are dealing with this, they wasn't around.
So they have to be educated.
So we have to educate them because you brainwashing them. And we don't want them to be brainwashed anymore than we've been brainwashed.
To be just mentally enslaved.
Just like how we are the sons and fathers of slaves and don't know our parents. And we don't know our name because first of all, they take away our language, they take away our name, so he's the last person. We don't want it to come and lose us into this. Remember now, when Bob Marley bust reggae wide open to the international world, most Caucasian people, or should I say white people, think it was just Bob Marley. They say Bob Marley, Bob Marley. They never know say you have Dennis Brown, Gregory Isaac, Peter Tosh, the Heptones, Lee Perry. You never know say tons and tons. Bob Marley did the work, Bob Marley did what thing, but it wasn't Bob Marley alone.
Exactly.
It was a whole range of people. So Rodigan now going like him is a messiah for this. You're not no messiah for nothing. Challenge you. If you name one particular artist that you say your boss or your help to enhance his career. None. You do nothing for the reggae more than use the artists, them go to Jamaica, make them give you special, and you take the special and boost up yourself and things.
Specials don't sell in shops.
Yeah. So you're a pirate. You come like Columbus, so you discover. You never discover this. This about and bigger than you before you come in it. And you never big it up. It big you up. So hear what I tell you. See, you owe the people in the reggae industry apology for all unseen and unknown things that you've been doing to the people, using them, using black youth and using black people.
And I want to say this, that Michael Campbell, Dread at the Control,
yes,
my brethren,
yes,
what he told you
yes,
was what he told me.
Yes.
He said that how Rodigan got his show on Capital Radio was that Rodigan was a pen pal of his because Dread at the Control cassettes, the shows on JBC radio with Marsh and others, used to go all over the world. And he said Rodigan was one of those pen pals who wrote to him. That's how he got to know of him and so on. And he felt good to know that he's having someone like that. And when Rodigan needed a sample tape to get the job at Capital Radio, this is Mikey Dread telling me that.
yes,
He was the one who made the sample tape. And people will remember that the first shows that David Rodigan used to do on Capital Radio, you could hear the Mikey Dread jingles and the style.
yes.
Mikey Dread said he made it for him. And so when he fell out with the people at JBC, he said, well, I'm in no problem. I have a good friend in England, David Rodigan. So he said that when he came here and expected help from David Rodigan, he was surprised. The same thing that you're saying. And that when he got the necessary qualifications, no help was coming. So I can
Mikey
corroborate.
Before Mikey died, Mikey wasn't speaking to him. Mikey
That's
died
true.
And have him in his heart. If Mikey never did, Mikey would have explained all these things. I know Rodigan before he even met his wife. I know the place, Lightning Record, Arrow Road, where his wife was working, where he met her. She's a nice lady, very beautiful lady. That's probably about the best thing him have, right? So we know Rodigan long time. I know him as a boy. I come and him tell lies. Him used to do this blues dance and him used to do this.
Never did.
Never did no way. Him
Never.
afraid to come out. I know him afraid to come out. See? So
And he was helped by Sir Peckins and his wife, Miss Gertie Peckins of Shepherd's Bush, Hammersmith.
Met by everybody.
Everybody.
Who in the industry.
Industrious.
And remember, you know, when Rodigan, the records them that Rodigan played, this is the point I want to make. During the time when we was about, and you have the Shelly have him label, we have the Deb Music, this have that label.
Larry Lawrence ethnic fight.
The whole thing, everyone will have one van upon the road and it's like you are run just because the shop, you reach at the shop before and sell him. Competition. He can't buy from you because you spend out the money already. So we have work hard all over the country.
Booming industry.
Yeah. What Rodigan did, the record them that Rodigan played on his station, and when he play, you can bet any amount of money when that record release is going to be Green Sleeve, who release it, or John Dub Vendor. None of the record them that the little black man them who are trying and struggling at the business for release in play. So he was walling down the black people and a boost the little white company them with their name thing and them thing there, and then he come to us and get information, borrow our things and all them thing there.
And pretends as if he knows our history and our culture.
Let me tell you, I say to you today, is the truth of my best of my recall, the best of my knowledge. Well, There's a lot more I can say. Listen, I could lick out Pan Rodigan and say a whole heap of things, but that's not call for. I just want the youth them to get the facts and the truths of what's going on.